Google Weather API update is insane. You've been building apps with outdated weather data. You've been paying way too much for something Google now basically gives away. You didn't know this API even existed. And the developers who found it first, they're already building things you can't catch up to. Don't worry, I've got you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this API does, what makes it different, and how you can start using it today. Hey, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie. I help people learn and actually implement AI tools into their work. And today we're breaking down the Google Maps platform Weather API. This is one of the most underrated developer tools Google has quietly dropped. And once you understand what's inside it, you're going to see why builders across logistics, travel, agriculture, and app development are treating this as a serious upgrade. Let's get into it. Google launched the Weather API in April 2025 at Google DeepMind. By June 30th, 2025, it was officially generally available. Out of testing, production ready, open to all developers right now. And the speed of this rollout tells you something. Google didn't sit on this. They previewed it and pushed it to full release within months. That's not how Google usually moves. So when they accelerate like that, it's worth paying attention. You can sign up today, grab an API key, and start pulling real weather data into your app. 10,000 free API calls per month per SKU. And you don't even need a credit card to try it. Google offers a Maps demo key so you can prototype and test the whole thing without any billing obligation at all. Build a working product. Test it properly. Figure out if it fits your use case, all before you spend a single cent. So what does this API actually do? You send it a latitude and longitude. It sends back hyperlocal, near real-time weather data for that exact location. We're talking temperature, feels like temperature, dew point, humidity, wind speed, direction, gusts, wind chill, precipitation type, precipitation probability, thunderstorm probability, UV index, visibility, air pressure, cloud cover, ice thickness, and sunrise, sunset, moonrise, and moonset times. That's all from a single current conditions call. And the level of detail here matters. Most free or low-cost weather APIs give you a temperature and a broad condition like cloudy or rainy. This gives you thunderstorm probability, ice thickness, wind gust speed, dew point. That's the difference between building something generic and building something that actually helps people make real decisions. Beyond current conditions, you get hourly forecasts up to 240 hours into the future. That's 10 full days of hour-by-hour data, daily forecasts for up to 10 days, and 24 hours of historical hourly data so you can show users what conditions were like recently, not just what's coming. Everything refreshes every 15 to 30 minutes continuously, so your app is never working with stale information. Now here's what makes this genuinely different from other weather APIs on the market. The AI powering it. The Weather API runs on MetNet, an advanced neural network built by Google Research and Google DeepMind. It pulls in direct observations from surface-level weather stations, satellite data from orbit, radar, and topographic features, then fuses it all into a single neural network pass. That's the key innovation. Traditional weather models split data assimilation and simulation into two separate steps. MetNet combines them into one, which means faster and more accurate results at a local level. The output beats traditional numerical weather prediction models for multiple regions up to 24 hours ahead. Spatial resolution sits within a few kilometers for any location globally. And in November 2025, Google DeepMind and Google Research announced WeatherNeXt 2, their most advanced forecasting model yet. It's now integrated into the core forecasting system behind everything Google does with weather. Google Search, Gemini, Pixel Weather, and the Maps platform Weather API all run on it. WeatherNeXt 2 runs 8 times faster than its predecessor. It generates hourly forecasts up to 15 days ahead and can simulate hundreds of possible weather scenarios per forecast cycle. That's the part that matters most for serious applications. When you can run hundreds of scenarios, you get dramatically better at identifying low probability but catastrophic events. Rapid storm intensification, sudden flooding, the kind of weather that causes the most damage, precisely because it wasn't predicted accurately enough in advance. Google DeepMind actually used an experimental version of WeatherNeXt 2 earlier in 2025 to predict cyclone paths, intensity, structure, and size up to 15 days in advance. National Hurricane Center forecasters used the ensemble predictions during Hurricane Melissa to support an unusually early forecast of rapid intensification, which gave Jamaica additional preparation time before a Category 5 landfall. That's the real-world impact of what this AI is capable of. And that same underlying technology is now what powers the API you can call from your app today. When you use this API, you're accessing the same AI that powers what billions of people see when they search the weather on Google. That's not a small thing. Now let's talk about what you can actually build. Travel and tourism apps can layer in hyperlocal forecasts so users plan around real conditions, not rough regional guesses. Show rain probability hour by hour for a specific hiking trail. show UV index, so users know whether to pack sunscreen. Combine it with the air quality API and the pollen API, and you've got a genuinely comprehensive outdoor planning tool. Transportation and logistics teams can adjust routing decisions in real time based on weather at a specific point on a route. Ice on a particular stretch of road, heavy rain reducing visibility at a delivery location. The system knows before the driver gets there. That kind of proactive intelligence reduces delays and improves safety in ways that reactive systems simply can't. If you're already building on Google Maps platform, this is an extension of what you're already doing, not a separate integration to manage. Now, when I first started digging into all these APIs and trying to figure out which ones are worth building with versus which ones just add complexity, I was pretty overwhelmed. That's when I leaned heavily on a community I created called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI tools together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations from people doing the work. If you're serious about using AI to improve your skills and your work, the link is in the description. The Weather API is officially the least expensive Google Maps API ever released. That gap is significant. You're getting AI-powered hyperlocal weather data at a fraction of the cost of a basic geocoding lookup. You get 10,000 free calls per month per SKU on top of that. For most individual developers or small teams, you can build and run a production app without costs becoming a real concern. And if you scale up, 15 cents per 1,000 calls stays manageable even at meaningful volume. You need billing enabled on your Google Cloud project for production use, but the Maps demo key gets you building with zero financial commitment while you're figuring out your implementation. A few coverage notes worth knowing. The API supports all countries globally except Japan, Korea, and prohibited territories. It focuses on populated areas for now, with Google committing to continuous resolution improvements through 2025 and beyond. And based on 11 months of testing using root mean squared error metrics, comparing temperature and wind speed across a 240-hour forecast horizon, Google's weather data outperforms forecasts from leading government weather agencies globally. For Europe and North America specifically, the data shows lower error than the most accurate regional government models, particularly over longer forecast horizons where accuracy is hardest to maintain. One thing worth clarifying. The Weather API is different from the WeatherNeXt models Google makes available through Earth Engine and BigQuery. Those are raw AI model outputs for researchers and data scientists doing things like climate modeling, geospatial analysis, and downstream AI training. They update every 6 hours and go up to 15 days. The Weather API is your production-ready, developer-facing tool. Clean endpoints, ready-to-use responses, built for real apps that real users interact with. Also, as of November 2025, weather alerts are included in the API at no extra cost. Real-time alerts covering precipitation events, temperature extremes, wind and storm events, visibility issues, water-related hazards, geophysical events, and fire incidents. For any app where user safety is part of the value you're delivering, that's a meaningful addition that you'd otherwise have to source from a separate service. Here's the summary. Hyperlocal weather data for any point on Earth, refreshed every 15 to 30 minutes. Up to 240 hours of hourly forecasts, 10-day daily forecasts, 24 hours of historical data, real-time weather alerts, powered by Google DeepMind AI, integrated with the full Google Maps platform, starting completely free. The documentation is at developers.google.com, Maps, Documentation Weather. Grab a demo key and run your first query. The response you get back is detailed enough to immediately start thinking about what you'd build around it. If you're looking to go deeper on AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working? What's not? Which tools are worth your time? Which ones to skip? No hype. Just solid information from people doing the work. Link is in the description. And if you want the full process, standard operating procedures, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links are in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. See you in the next one.